Part 8, Hell in a Cell match continues. We've got John Cena versus Randy Orton here. One of the two actual Hell in a Cell matches for the evening. Some people are saying this is going to be the main event. I don't think so, and I really hope that it isn't because the Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins one's going to be the better match, and it's the better feud, so that needs to go on last. This match is, I was really down on this at the beginning of it, and I'm not as down on it as I originally was now. I'm still not really thrilled about it, but I'll give this more of a chance, and I'll say that it's going to be decent. There are rumors going around right now that Randy Orton might be injured, and if that's the case, then that's severely going to hurt this match. But if he's fine and, they are willing to put in the time and the effort to build a good match out of this, they could. The winner gets a title shot against Brock Lesnar in the future. They haven't said when. Again, there's another set of reports that are kind of conflicting. Some things say that Brock Lesnar is not going to come back until the Royal Rumble, which to me is absolutely ridiculous. You can't have him just skip out on half of the fucking time that he is going to be the champion.
Mango. Hold up. Didn't we talk about this last week already?
Yeah, to an extent. But
Wago talked about it last week to an extent.
But so this match has ramifications for that. What I'm hoping to see is Randy Orton win here, and Randy Orton versus Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series. What I expect to see happen is John Cena winning because Seth Rollins screws Randy Orton out of the match, and to have Randy Orton versus Seth Rollins at Survivor Series, and John Cena against either... But you can't do the Authority in some kind of a tag match because really there's no Authority anymore. John Cena against somebody else at Survivor Series or John Cena against Brock Lesnar. So if we get Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series, I'm happy to have either of these guys face off against him more than I would to just have Brock Lesnar not be there. So we're hoping that Orton wins. Don't think that he will, though. So let's go around here. Get your opinions for everybody here. Peyton, what's going to happen here?
Wait, what match are we talking about?
What are you pulling him to go?
No, what match are we talking about?
Cena versus Orton.
Why are we talking about that now? Isn't that the main event?
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah, this match, when we
Taz
initially
on here?
found out that we were going to be getting it, I was not looking forward to it at all. But Orton had a very touching speech on Monday that actually got me pretty interested into it, and throwing the title implications on it certainly helps as well. I, as well, would really, really like to see Orton come out of this the winner. It's the right thing to do, and I really hope that's what they end up doing. Orton is catching fire right now. For some reason, like, this meme has exploded with him doing the RKOs out of nowhere on people. And they need to embrace that, and people are really buying into Randy Orton at the live shows, and he's starting to feed to them a lot more. Let this be a moment for him to really get a big win and go on to face Brock Lesnar, where I wouldn't expect him to defeat Brock Lesnar, but it'd be a fun match to see, and be one of the few people who I think would be at Brock Lesnar's level to go in there and be taken as a serious competitor against Brock Lesnar.
Wago?
I'm pretty much in agreement with Peyton. I think that they need to have Randy Orton beat Brock Lesnar here because I do not want to see John Cena versus Brock Lesnar again, and they seem to be making it pretty clear that it's a number one contender match. Also, I'm praying for fucking God that this goes on before Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins, because it's going to be rest hold in a cell as opposed to Dean and Seth that's going to blow the house down. So,
We go.
I'm in the same boat. I think if they do end up doing, well, they are doing it, but I think it's going to be Orton going over Cena, just because, I mean, it's clear that they have plans to do one more Brock versus Cena matchup. I mean, Cena's the main guy. He's going to be the one to slay the dragon eventually, especially with Reigns and Daniel Bryan out. So they're probably going to try to keep him away as possible. And given the popularity of the RKO out of nowhere binds, which I don't know if that's going to lead to any long-term growth for the popularity in Randy Orton's character. I think it's just a little internet thing that just happens to be about Randy Orton.
That'll take care of itself. Randy Orton will maintain the long-term popularity because he's Randy fucking Orton.
You know what they need to do? Do you remember how Matt Hardy used to have like Matt Facts? When he comes down to the ring, they need to like have in a little sidebar random RKO voting of the week.
No, bring back the RNN, the Randy News Network.
Yeah, I remember that pile of shit.
Yeah, but yeah, I do see him getting the shot against Brock Lesnar. It'll be what it is. I mean, Orton versus Lesnar is a name matchup. I don't know how much I buy Orton versus Lesnar, honestly, when you put those two together, but it is what it is. I hope that they don't make this the main event. It would be foolish to, because like you said, it would be just a slow rest hold matchup. These guys just don't have that kind of snappy charisma that Punk and Cena had, or even Orton and Christian had. So hopefully they know smart to end it on something the fans want. So hopefully that's the case. But yeah, I see Orton going over.
And Drew?
Yeah, I'm going to be agreeing with the other three here. I believe Orton should come out. I think that Vine, though, that's going to really, really help out Orton's future. Because, you know, everyone's always like how he's like just big pile of shit, you know, taking shits in people's bags and that kind of stuff. I really think this could help the man out. And also, I think this match could. As you remember, he never really got his rematch after losing at Mania, so I think it'd be a fair thing for him to win here as well. So I'm gonna go with Orton with the win. The match might be one big pile of shit because, you know, Cena and Orton always tear the house down. But I actually think Orton could have a shot at beating Lesnar in some capacity. I don't know whether it's going to be interference from the Authority itself, but I do believe Orton could easily win that title, and then Rollins cashes the briefcase on Orton, as it kind of alluded to on this past Raw. So I think they could do something along the lines of that, and I'd be completely down for that, as it would intrigue me. It would pique my interest in the product, because the product is not that good right now. So the match will suck, but I'm looking forward to the outcome from it.
Alrighty, guys, that knocks out the first Hell in a Cell match. We got another one coming up a little bit later on, but we have two more matches to go through before we get to that. Next one, we're going to talk about Intercontinental Championship, Dolph Ziggler versus Cesaro.